So I'm about to fly to Tenerife for a family holiday, but I just wanted to get a quick video out here to talk about the new class attributes inside of Webflow. Because I released a short video, my first impressions on Twitter, just thinking about it, requesting for use cases on why this is so exciting. And people were sending me stuff, asking for my opinions, and I just couldn't figure it out. I still couldn't figure it out. Now, whilst it's great that we don't have to rely on combo classes, this enables us to have a bunch of utility classes that we can feed into components and have them change position, change layouts and all the rest of it. I think that's great. I think as designers, I think that's super great. And it's leaning towards my class names are dead video, which I released a few weeks ago, which I'm sort of encouraging building components for pretty much everything, and having the ability to add and remove classes quickly really leans into that, particularly if you're using something like Mast or Lumos. I think that combo is just such a great combo. However, my issue is when it comes to clients, okay? People propose solutions where clients can type in classes and essentially they don't have to touch the style panel at all, and all they've got is a bunch of like inputs where they can type classes and have things. That's not a great solution. That's so fragile. If a spelling mistake happens or they have to remember a bunch of classes, maybe there's only classes that work specifically for that component that maybe flips, you know, reverse col or something like this. I don't know. It's so super fragile, and it's such a difficult thing for clients to remember. Now, we really need to focus on the clients here and remember that they're not, first of all, they don't understand classes. I've worked with many clients who give it their all on the Webflow website thing, but they completely mess it up because they don't understand the concept of classes. So with that in mind, that's already a no for me. So where am I going with this, right? I think we're being distracted, right? I don't mean that in a tinfoil hat wearing kind of way. I think there is a better solution that we're not thinking of that's it's blocking our vision, right? Now, I thought I'd seen this in a Timothy Ricks video, but apparently not. I've looked into it and it can't happen. But with this approach that we're almost abstracting the designer away from our clients, it's kind of mixing the abilities of the CMS with the designer without having to go into the CMS, because I've seen kind of quite clever, fair play, clever hacks where people have used the CMS to enable design changes in the designer. Now, a CMS really isn't geared towards that kind of thing. So in the same way, why don't Webflow enable us to have enable a switch that removes and adds a specific class inside of a component? Let's say it's row reverse as an example. You know, you flip the switch, you'll go row reverse. You've got a hero section and both the sections just swap at the flip of the switch. There's no class to remember, and you're enabling the add and removal of classes and stuff like that. I think that's a much more client-friendly solution than this remembering of text strings, which again, like I say, is quite fragile. So overall, I think it's an okay feature for designers. Even still, I'm still a bit, you know, you don't get auto completion or anything like that, so it's not so great in that respect. But I'm still not seeing it. Again, this is probably another call to really leave down in the comments good use cases for this that are client friendly. Now, I've worked with clients for nearly 20 years now on this sort of stuff. I've seen how excited they get when they have options, when they feel like they're not held back. They feel like every pound or dollar they're spending, they know it will go a lot further into the future. They're basically getting their money's worth. But realistically, they just cannot, they're just not that way inclined. They've got so much other stuff to think about. They're not remembering what specific class they can add to a specific section to make it do a specific thing, because they just can't do it. I've seen it happen time and time again. So with that, let me know down in the comments what you think, whether you think this idea of a website designer within a website designer is a better solution than this kind of free-for-all of classes. yeah, I think that's it. I've got to catch a flight in a little bit. So like, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, happy no coding.